Hello, Unifor members. Solidarity from Autotalks headquarters here in Toronto. Joining me are Stellantis Master Bargaining Committee Chair James Stewart, Vice Chair Vito Beato, and our team of local union presidents and unit chairs from across all Stellantis facilities. And what a fine crew. As you know, we've been in talks with the company since last Tuesday. What I can tell you is that for the most part of these 2 weeks, things have moved slow, very slow, at each of our local tables and sub-tables. Unfortunately, there has been a lot of foot dragging by the company, and quite frankly, a lot of needless posturing and comments about not meeting pattern. Posturing that was not helpful to this process and that put us further behind from reaching a deal. The company's decision to present concessions to us that broke from pattern wasn't a very good start. In fact, it was extremely disappointing. Now, I want to be clear. None of this was or is a reflection of the work that your Master Bargaining Committee has been doing. This committee is experienced and organized and doing an exceptional job here on your behalf. But as you know, it takes two to negotiate. And up until today, I would have said that this bargaining was entirely one-sided. But today things changed. To be clear, we are still very far apart from reaching a deal. There are many Stellantis-specific priority issues that are on the table and that need to be resolved. They include a commuted value pension option, a 110-day language for vehicle assembly, protection of permanent employment levels at our fire and security and office clerical and engineering units, protections against outsourcing at our parts distribution centers, and the expansion and extension of bargaining rights to the Nexstar battery plant. We have told the company in no uncertain terms that this deal doesn't get done until those issues are addressed. And so, after many days of non-reports and little movement from our subtables, our union delivered a very clear message to Stellantis today. Get off the posturing, get on with the bargaining. And they've responded. Just hours ago, we received a revised proposal from the company that gets us back on track. I know you'll understand that our union has been through this dance twice now with the automakers, first with Ford and then GM. And in each of these negotiations, we pulled through and reached a deal that our members supported and ratified. The deals we reached with Ford and GM formed a strong pattern that delivers impressive gains for Canadian auto workers, including industry-leading wages, pensions, and benefits, not just in Canada, but across North America. Of course, and in addition to these gains, we negotiated improvements that were specific to each individual company. And that is exactly what we intend to do for our members at Stellantis. We've got just over 2 days now to reach a tentative settlement. Our deadline is set, 11:59 p.m. on Sunday, October 29th. Like it was with GM, this deadline is the deadline. If there is no deal at this time, Unifor members at all Stellantis facilities will be on strike. All of us, together. And you need to be ready. There are major investments hanging in the balance right now, including for Windsor, who is nearing the end of a retooling period, but more especially for Brampton. We need these investments locked in and spelled out for our members, period. There are also other outstanding issues facing our Etobicoke casting plant, our office clerical and engineering groups, our fire and security group, and our PDCs. So, yes, there's still a lot of work for us to do here. On whether we are close to reaching a tentative agreement, all I can say is we're just not there yet. But we are finally moving in the right direction. I want to be clear. I want to be very clear with the company as we continue to work towards the deadline. There will be no concessions in this pattern agreement. There will only be improvements for our members, all of our members, and there will be job security and a clear roadmap on the future of our work in Canada at all Stellantis operations. We've committed this to our members, and this is what we will deliver. A lot can change in the course of 24 hours. We know this. This is how bargaining works. We need to stay strong and united and be prepared come Sunday night. This team will be working around the clock for the next 48 hours. I have such faith in this committee to get this deal over the finish line, a deal that our members can be extremely proud of. As we near the deadline, additional information will be communicated, including, if necessary, information regarding picket duties and strike preparation. So on behalf of all of us, solidarity, my friends, and stay tuned.